everyone. Welcome to the group conversation. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. I always love these conversations. Guys, we are here to give you a little sample of what we do in our Conversations and Coffee program, guys. We send out weekly lessons that are audio group conversations, just like you will hear today. So, for IELTS students, of course, this greatly challenges and improves your listening skills, but it also gives you the ideas to talk about in speaking and writing that we actually talk about in the real world, right? Bringing in real life experience and opinions about topics that matter. So guys, we have a tricky question today. I hope you're ready. Okay, here's the question.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible, or do you think it's a good idea for, so if two people are married, should they be friends outside the marriage with people they might be attracted to? I don't know. It's crazy. I'm just going to throw it open. What do you guys think?
Yeah, this came up. We had a student email us asking this. She said she got married and then she was like, no longer had any male friends, didn't feel like she could, felt really uncomfortable about it. We chatted about it a little bit and we said, we need to talk about this in one of these conversations because Jessica and I realized we have very different opinions about this, right? I have like a male neighbor who will send a text like, anybody want to go running? And like I never would. Like I would never spend time alone with someone that I could potentially be attracted to, whether that's, you know, a single male neighbor, or I had a friend who was a teacher who was a lesbian, and she and I got along great, but like there was some sexual chemistry between us. I'm not gonna lie, like, and so we avoided being alone together because I was uncomfortable with it. I don't know. Maybe I don't trust myself.
And is that something you spoke about with your husband? Like, what did you say? Like, oh, I'm not going to hang out with her because
he's aware. He's aware that I'm on the spectrum.
He's
okay with it. And so, I'm like, I err on the side of caution, and it really doesn't have anything, because Jessica and I were talking about how maybe it's like jealousy issues, or I'm worried about jealousy on the other side. And it's really not that. I don't know. I just have this, I think it's how I was raised. Like my parents never spent time with anyone alone that they potentially could have been attracted to. And so maybe that's part of it. I just like wouldn't. You know?
But like the potentially could be attracted to thing. Yeah, that's like kind of tripping me up, because I could see myself hanging out with a man, you know, which is the gender that I am attracted to. But like, if I'm not attracted to them, I don't think that that's an issue. Like it wouldn't just be like any man, but if for some reason, like, you know, my husband thought, oh, I might be into this guy, you know, then I don't think it's right. But like, I don't see a problem if you're like really just friends.
Yeah, I feel like you can be platonic friends with someone and there was never an issue and it's not weird.
The only place where I cut it off is if it's someone that in the past I've been attracted to, right? If I'm in a relationship and there's someone out in the world that I have either had something with or have had like a chemistry, I would try to avoid, just, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Just there's a moral line.
That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Yeah. Out of respect for my partner. But in terms of just anyone of that gender, I think it's okay. Because I you know, being in love with your partner, right? You are dedicated to that person. So there's a certain amount of,
I think what just really surprised me about that question was from a student saying that she has like zero male friends since getting married. Like that's where I was like, well, why? Like you could have friends.
I don't have any. I don't.
Because you told me that you wouldn't go running.
Like it'll be, we'll be friends with a couple together, but like if I didn't get along with her, we wouldn't be friends with like, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have a single male friend or hang out with someone without his spouse, right? I don't know. Yeah. It's such
a single. I mean, I think that for like most of my male friends are people that I'm friends with my husband, like
they're married.
Or like from childhood or something like that, and that, you know, so those are like the male men that I'm close to. Like I either have known them for a long time, or they're like new friends that I made from my husband, in which case, I think it's fine, but it just doesn't happen that much that I would have the opportunity to hang out with one of them alone, because they also like have wives or girlfriends and I'm friends with them. So it just doesn't happen much, but they're my friends. So I might like one or two of them, we might text a lot or something like that. And that I feel fine with, but it doesn't happen that frequently.
If one of them lived near you and was like, hey, either of you want to go running, and your husband couldn't, would you go by yourself? With like a male friend?
With one of these guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like even a guy you've known forever, or like a neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah. No, these are like his high school friends. Like, no, yes.
They're just dudes. They're just friends.
Yeah, they're just ridiculous and funny.
So biggie.
But that's also like just the nature of adult friendships as well. I mean, it does become so narrow, right? I mean, you guys, like if you are with a partner, then you're probably friends as with other couples, or with like, it becomes like a group thing, I guess. Like you're going on double dates or whatever, or it's just like as families, because your kids know each other. So you end up as parents hanging out, I guess. And then adults don't make a lot of new friends.
Yeah. And I think there's a cultural element to this too, right? Possibly the student that wrote in, it came from a culture where it's unheard of, right? There's definitely a cultural side, no doubt.
Well, and that's the culture I grew up in, right? It was just it was unheard of. So it is for sure the culture you're raised in. And I don't know that it was explicitly said, but it was just not done, right? And that's like, even now, like it's hard to not have that be such a big part of your mentality, even if you move away from home and you're not near those people, and it's still just like ingrained in you. It's interesting.
You know, I think that's kind of a sad reflection on what is expected out of a partnership or relationship or marriage. It's like people expect that partner to be everything, to be their best friend, to be their romantic partner, to be their everything, right? And adults just sort of like end up cutting off or just letting go of a lot of other relationships or friendships in their lives. And that puts a lot of pressure on that one person to be everything. I think it is important to develop your own connections outside the relationship, not romantically, of course, unless everybody's okay with it and you do that. I don't know. I'm not judging anybody.
No judgment.
Don't hurt each other, but go be fine. That's fine. But for most of us, we're comfortable just having the one person, but then have other friends that you go, Aubrey, you need to go play pickleball with some other people, or I don't know.
We play with other couples, or I go with my girlfriend. I don't know. Like I would never like text or call up a guy and be like, let's go play pickleball. I don't know. Is
it because, do you fear that something might develop?
Not at all. Yeah. It's not even like the one neighbor I'm thinking of is always like, who wants to go running? Like it would not be weird for him. Just buddies, like nothing weird, right?
Do you think he's attractive?
It's okay, but it's not like I'm attracted to him.
Yeah, let me know, and then let's get your husband on
a picture, and then and we're friends. We'll hang out, all of us together, so it shouldn't be weird. But I still wouldn't never go by myself.
Oh God, I just realized that. Don't show this guy this video. This would be.
I know, right?
Yeah, this is going on YouTube. No.
I can't be like, yes, that's the problem. I'm super attracted to my neighbor.
This is where the truth comes out.
Not the best place for the truth to come out.
I think this is just part of the work of being an adult, right? You go in and you examine your beliefs and you think, where does this come from? Is it due to something I actually feel or believe, right? Or is it because as when I was growing up, nobody did this. It was a wrong thing to do. Right?
It's interesting though, right? Because even if I decided okay, I don't agree with that, that wouldn't change how awkward and uncomfortable I am even imagining that situation. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's adorable. I just picture you being all nervous. It's cute.
So weird.
Well, no, I mean, sorry, I'm asking so many questions, but if you didn't feel that way, would your husband have a problem if you were like, oh, I'm going to go for a run? Would he care?
It'd be weird for him. He grew up in the same culture I did. Okay. So if I were like, I'm going, he'd be like, what?
Okay, so that's definitely.
So that contributes to it too.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Even if I didn't have a problem with it, I think it would be weird for him.
Oh, yeah.
And vice versa. If his this friend's wife were like, who wants to go running? And Cole's like, I'm in. I'd be like, what? I don't know. It's funny. Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's just not done.
Okay. What if it's another activity? Like, I don't know, go to the grocery store. Like, is there something very like,
I know it's hard because it's like such a weird situation. Like, why would that even happen? But I know.
Do you also need
popcorn?
Some chicken pot pies? Like, popcorn?
Like, what are you gonna buy with the other
I mean, maybe it's not the gender thing. Maybe it's the activity.
I'm going to Costco and I need help carrying the gallons of bubbly water. Guys, sorry, no more questions, Michelle. Question time is over. I think we could talk about this for a very long time. And if this were a normal conversations and coffee program, then we would have a longer conversation. I think we could delve more deeply into Aubrey's psyche because that's what I want to do. But right now, we're going to encourage you guys to go to allearsenglish.com/fast because you can get long, amazing conversations, learn a lot about us, and get vocabulary, listening quiz, and transcripts. Guys, go to allearsenglish.com/fast. Okay. I'm excited about this conversation. We're going to have more of this. Okay.
We're coming back to this.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye,
guys.
Bye.
Bye.